All right, everyone. The Koch has pulled out of Nikkihaley. That actually was one of the obviously humorous punchlines yesterday. Yes, the Koch brothers network has decided to abandon their support of Nikkihaley. Not a huge surprise. She didn't win any of the first states. The writing is on the wall. We all know she will lose, barring Trump dropping dead tomorrow and her being the only person on the ballot. There's really no other outcome. Trump has already won the nomination. She's running a zombie campaign. In Michigan, Trump is riding up in the mid to upper 70s in polling. She's way, way behind him. She'll be lucky to clinch 30. Now, that would be an overperformance for her there. That's tomorrow. If I feel up to it, then tomorrow evening I'll be doing a live stream of that. It's when I wake up in the morning, I'll either do a shorter live stream earlier in the day, or I'll do maybe a longer one for Michigan. It won't be long in the sense of being called, and so I'll go on maybe an hour early and just shoot the shit before the inevitable numbers are called for Trump, literally within 60 seconds of the exit polls becoming available, like has happened twice now. That happened in Iowa, you'll recall. It happened while Nevada was a foregone conclusion because he was the only person on the ballot actually in the actual caucus. And then, of course, the other day in South Carolina, the race was called very quickly. Nikkihaley has lost every state. She came in third in Iowa. She underperformed in New Hampshire. She wasn't on the ballot in Nevada because she made a dumb decision thinking she could beat none of the above in the unsanctioned primary. Now you've got Michigan. After losing her own home state, any momentum would be in Trump's favor, and the polling probably is going to be better for Trump, actually, in the end result. Without the Koch brothers' money, though, Nikkihaley is in a strange situation where by remaining in the race, she's no longer doing damage to Donald Trump. And I pointed this out on Twitter the other day. Nikkihaley has now lost all of her mainline GOP voters, donors. So the groups that are simply, we will back the Republican or will stand back and not back anyone, they've already bowed out. They've already abandoned her. That leaves her two groups, neither of which Trump can get any money from to begin with. Democrats and core TDS sufferers. That is now her coalition on the fundraising side. So you're not getting the Koch brothers' money. You're not getting Vanderplaat's money. You're getting, donations from people who either want to screw around with the GOP primary while not being in the GOP, or you're getting money from people who never would donate to Trump from the get-go. Indeed, she's arguably draining millions of dollars now from Joe Biden. She's taking money from him. Those Democrats, under normal circumstances, if they're going to donate at all, would donate to Joe Biden. But they're busy donating right now to Nikkihaley as part of their Operation Chaos bullshit. In fact, a significant proportion of the smaller donor money that did go to Haley, above and beyond the big corporate donos that she had, is from Democrats. It's not from Republicans at all. People noticed that the map in South Carolina's GOP primary looked an awful lot like general election maps of where the Republicans or the Democrats won district by district. There's a reason for that. Democrats were voting for her. That's why she rode ahead of her polls slightly. Those were Democrats. It's an open primary. I believe Michigan is as well. So you can expect that to happen. Michigan, in the end, is Trump territory at this point. He's riding almost 5 points ahead of Biden. I would point out that for general polling, Donald Trump right now is outperforming where Hillary was ahead of him in Michigan in 2016 and is almost on par as where Biden was. It's a 10-point inversion. Haley is done. She is absolutely butt-fucking insane at this point. If the money has dried up, she might have to go back on her pledge to stand through Super Tuesday. Having lost all 5 of the first states, going into Super Tuesday into territory that's even more strongly pro-Trump. In some of those states, he's at 80 points in the aggregate. It would be asinine for her to stay in, but she's the most asinine candidate that we've seen in a long time. She's similar to Beto O'Rourke in her delusions of grandeur. I think that she's probably aiming for one of two things. She's either aiming for like a consulting job or something like that, so she's the also-ran, but the also-ran who ran the longest, and so she gets some name recognition. She can write a book about the experience, why America wasn't ready for a female president, my struggle, or something like that. She can, laugh it up with the Chinese and absorb Chi-Com money, which she's probably flush with already through embezzlement and money laundering anyway. And she can potentially run for some other office, probably unsuccessfully. I don't think that she's going to get the next open Senate seat down there. Let's just put it that way. She's probably doing that, or she's actually delusional. She actually believes that by some methodology she can win, again, absent a suicidally brokered convention or Trump having some sort of issue. So he has a stroke or he dies or something like that. He's disqualified from holding office due to SCOTUS decision, which won't happen. It might be a 9-0 in his favor on that token. Therefore, Nikki Haley is probably just grifting at this point. She knows she can't win in a fair fight because she hasn't won anywhere. She has not one victory to her name. Not a single one. No states. 0. She's got like 2 delegates or something like that. Donald Trump won every delegate in her home state. He's going to win all the delegates from Michigan, although I would point out the primary is tomorrow, but the actual convention that they hold, I think, is March 2nd or 3rd. And so they do the delegate shuffle there. They'll probably just award them all to Trump. I can't remember if Michigan is a proportional, semi-proportional, or winner-take-all state. It's a hodgepodge. You see state parties largely run their own primaries and caucuses with impunity. Except in Nevada, apparently. They've had problems. So yeah, the Koch is pulled out of Nikki Haley. I bet it smelled kind of funny after that. Yeah. Which hole was it in? The world may never know. That's about all. Peace out.